With almost a week to Election Day, Hillary Clinton is not holding back any punches as the FBI is investigating her emails. Mary Maloney has more.
A few days after the FBI announced a review in the investigation into emails related to Hillary Clinton's private server during her time as Secretary of State, the Democratic presidential nominee hit back at what she says is questionable timing.
I'm sure a lot of you may be asking what this new email story is about and why in the world the FBI would decide to jump into an election with no evidence of any wrongdoing with just days to go. That's a good question.
The latest batch of emails were found during an FBI probe into former Congressman Anthony Weiner, who is the estranged husband of Clinton's longtime aide, Huma Abedin. Weiner is being investigated for allegedly exchanging sexually explicit text messages with an underage girl. But Clinton remains defiant that there won't be anything damaging in this latest review, even calling for more information about the emails to be released publicly.
I am sure they will reach the same conclusion they did when they looked at my emails for the last year. There is no case here.
The White House addressed the latest probe, saying it won't defend or criticize FBI Director James Comey for ordering the review just days before the presidential election.
The president doesn't believe that he's secretly strategizing to benefit one candidate or one political party. He's in a tough spot, and he's the one who will be in a position to defend his actions in the face of significant criticism.
I'm Mary Maloney reporting.
The Democratic Coalition Against Trump has filed a complaint with the Congressional Ethics Committee against Congressman Jason Chaffetz of Utah. The group says the controversy surrounds this tweet from Friday that reads, FBI director just informed me the FBI has learned of the existence of emails that appear to be pertinent to the investigation. And then the important two words, case reopened.
He tweeted incorrectly, not once but twice, that FBI Director James Comey had told him that the FBI was reopening the Clinton investigation.
The group's chair says the letter from the FBI director seemed carefully worded not to say that. Chaffetz told Fox 13 News he hasn't seen the complaint, but doesn't think it'll amount to much.
For one parent, Halloween is a teaching opportunity, but it did cost him. Tonight, Fox 13's Danica Lawrence shows us why one dad spent $1,500 for a wonder-filled Halloween.
She may be Wonder Woman today, but she'll always be Daddy's little girl.
She loves it. I mean, every single morning she gets up and she screams Wonder Woman. Struggle to get it off of her for bedtime.
3-year-old Nellie Rossi took on her dad's Photoshop project. A commercial photographer and teacher, Josh Rossi, wanted to teach his students about editing, but the project had dual purposes for him.
The message I'm trying to send her is just more about woman empowerment. I saw a movie recently where Wonder Woman was actually more powerful than Superman, and she was just kicking butt, and I was so excited about that specific scene.
He took that scene and decided to recreate it, getting some help from Salt Lake City's McGrew Studio, Masters of Design, and $1,500 later, Mini Wonder Woman came to life.
So everything's hand-painted. It took about a month for everything to be created.
The black shoes, the bodice, the crown, and the sword and shield. Awesome. Some people might think Josh went a little overboard, spending so much money on one costume for a kid, but the cost was minimal compared to his other projects.
People are saying online, like, this dad's crazy for spending that much money. But when you're doing a photo shoot, you know, pre-production's expensive.
And this is not his first production with Nellie. When she was 2, she learned about women's strength through a Disney character.
The second year was Mulan, and I had her doing the splits with fire behind, just some crazy stuff.
Dad is teaching Nellie Wonder Woman is not just about being a superhero. It's about being a wonderful person. In Salt Lake City, Danica Lawrence, Fox 13 News, Utah.
You know, when I first heard that story, I thought, oh my gosh, this is too much. But He's grown on me. I think,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, my guess is she got all the candy she wanted tonight. With that kind of an outfit.
With
and a
that kind of
sword,
attitude, yeah.
Well, that's I was going to say. You know what a costume like that deserves?
What's that?
Full-size candy bars. None of these little, none of the
And
fun
no
size.
almond joys either,
No.
right?
No almond joys.
The old people's
Nonsense.
candy.
It's not candy. That's like the little, little stuff your grandma used to give you. What are they called?
Rock candy?
Yeah, rock candy.
It's
Here,
coconut.
it's sugar. Oh, it's awful. 49.
Those people will be calling
We're going to be
I know.
hearing from them,
Here
you
it
know
comes.
that.
All right, winds are calm right now. Although it was interesting with Robert, you could hear the winds coming out of the canyon there. He was up by the Capitol, and you could hear the winds at the canyon. So most of the canyons might have a little bit of wind, but generally we are seeing winds calm down this evening, especially when you compare it to last night. All right, here's a look at our next storm system right here, pushing into northern California. A portion of this will move through northern Utah tomorrow. This storm system, actually, it's interesting, a part of this storm, the southern part of the storm, is actually going to move down south of the state, and then it returns to southern Utah as we get towards the end of the week. So this storm system will be a player in our weather at a couple different times. But again, for northern Utah, it's the northern piece that grazes through tomorrow and will bring us a chance of showers and thunderstorms developing during the morning hours, and the further north you are, the earlier it starts. So more towards the early morning hours will be up here in Cache Valley, but you get a little bit further south to Salt Lake and Provo and areas like that, it looks like more of a late morning, early afternoon time frame when we'll see our best chance of some showers and thunderstorms. Temps right now mid-40s in Logan, near 50 in Salt Lake, 63 currently in St. George. We are at 50 right now in Price, 39 in Ely. Wow, look at that. Big changes, of course, with that last storm system that rolled through. So there's a look at your 24-hour temperature change. A huge change from where we were. Temperatures tonight dropping into the low 40s with decreasing clouds. We're already seeing that, quite a bit of clearing out there. 31 in Evanston, 29 in Park City, 39 in Price, 48 in St. George with those decreasing clouds. Starting the day tomorrow at mid-40s. I mean, that's chilly, but this is still, temperatures at this time of year should be dropping into the mid-30s for overnight lows. So we're still rather mild as far as our overnight temperatures. Then we'll see the increasing clouds and scattered showers and thunderstorms developing during the day tomorrow here in northern Utah. 56 in Salt Lake, 58 in Provo, 47 in Park City. Now southern Utah, partly cloudy, an isolated mountain storm possible as this storm system moves through, but the main impact will be in northern Utah. But again, a few clouds, an isolated mountain storm possible in southern Utah. 71 for a high in St. George, about 70 in Bullfrog. As you look at the 7-day forecast, low 70s, then we're upper 70s. We see that moisture. As I mentioned, that storm returns on Friday into southern Utah, so some scattered storms there. Nice weekend, more clouds by Monday. For northern Utah, those storms tomorrow, 56, 58 on Wednesday. We're low 60s Thursday, Friday, nice days. And again, it looks like that moisture stays in southern Utah on Friday, so we'll just call it partly cloudy in northern Utah. Pretty good looking weekend with increasing clouds Sunday. Another storm drops in early next week. Right now, it looks like a pretty strong storm as well.
All right. Thank you, Brett.
Yep.
The odds her son would survive birth were less than 15%. A South Jordan mother shares why she opted not to abort her baby against a doctor's advice.
And Tesla's ambitious vision for the future that could have a huge impact on everybody's house.